I stared at my best friend as she narrated how she got an A1 grade in our last assignment. She was the only one who did. Everyone else complained of how difficult the programming assignment was. Bella told me that she had a guy on the dark web to do her assignment for her. It's amazing how much information is available there that we don't know about, she said. I had heard stories about the dark web before. People claimed it was the site for criminals and dangerous people to have free access to do whatever they wanted to do without supervision. People said that activities that went on the dark web were impossible to trace. And now, my best friend was telling me she just used it to ace her assignment. That meant it could not be all that bad. We were both sophomores studying programming. Recently, our lectures had started tasking us with assignments that were more difficult than we imagined. They claimed it was to make us better programmers. If we could solve some of the toughest problems in programming, then we would be really good at it. I shook my head in amazement at what Bella said and just laughed over it. When I got to my room, though, I couldn't help but think about it. I fired up my laptop and logged into the dark web with butterflies in my tummy. It looked like a normal site to me. I typed in advanced programming in the search box and a lot of details and sites popped up. I clicked the one that claimed could solve anything within moments. It directed me to a chat box. I sent in the question that only Bella aced and waited nervously. If this was true, then I was on my way to a 5-point grade. After 2 minutes, an answer was provided. My jaw dropped as I went through it. It was flawless. I laughed in glee. All those rumors about the dark web were false. Since then, I have used it to answer all my assignments. Bella and I were regarded as geniuses in class. We made sure to go over what we turned in so there would be no suspicion. It made me better as a programmer, and I marveled at the fact that someone could be that good and was wasting his talent on the dark web. It was nothing short of amazing. I spent less time worrying over an assignment or term paper. Bella and I had more free time. The dark web was our secret, and we intended to keep it that way. I started to get notifications from the dark web. The person on the other end of the chat box messaged me first. I frowned as I opened the message. "Do you enjoy this?" I smiled as I typed in yes. Only an idiot would not enjoy it. "Don't you think I should get a reward?" I nodded in the affirmative and asked what kind of reward. University professors were impressed with how my grades had skyrocketed. It was only fair that the person helping me got a reward. "Send me your nudes, babe." I froze and rubbed my eyes, sure that I wasn't seeing correctly. The message was still there. I swallowed, suddenly scared. I could be a guy, but it seemed like the person knew I was a girl. There was no way I would send my naked pictures to someone I didn't even know. I shut down my laptop and promised myself that that was the end of the dark web for me. I had better start reading so I could back up all the high scores I was getting. The next day, I noticed that Bella was being moody. When I asked her about it, she told me she was just tired and it was nothing for me to worry about. I didn't believe her, but she would not give me any other explanation, so I left her alone. I wanted to tell her about the message I got from the dark web, but decided against it. I was done with it. There was no need to bring it up. Bella didn't seem in the mood for a discussion anyway. I got to my room and lay down on my bed. As I switched on the laptop, all my notifications were about the dark web. This was really driving me crazy. There were messages from the programmer guy. He kept asking me to send my nudes. I shut off the site completely and logged out. There was no way for him to reach me, I thought to myself, smiling. I went to have my dinner. By the time I was done, I saw that my phone had been pinged with different messages. I frowned, thinking it was spam. I opened it and dropped my phone in shock. "You have no choice. Send me your nudes." How did he get my number? I was scared and didn't know what to do. Should I call the police? He had not done anything wrong, so I had nothing to report. My phone pinged again. I'm asking you for the last time. Don't make me angry. I summoned up courage and blocked his number. There was nothing he could do, I told myself. It was just an empty threat. When my phone rang, I almost jumped out of my skin. It was Bella. I picked it up, relieved. She was crying. Vivian, this dark web thing is driving me crazy. She told me that she had been blackmailed by the person helping her. She had been sending her pictures regularly to the person, but now he wanted more. The guy on the dark web wanted her in person now. I told Bella how I had blocked him, and she too should do the same. Oh, Vivian, you should not have blocked him. Hope you haven't reached out to the cops, Bella said and disconnected the call. I could not believe her. How could she be so timid, I thought. Around an hour later, I got another notification on my phone. It was a video. I saw Bella tied onto her bed with 2 pipes plugged in her chest. My heart skipped a beat as I watched the pipes drain all the blood out of her body. Within minutes, Bella was lifeless. Her body had lost its color and she did not move. I went to bed. It was 3 a.m. and I could not sleep. I wanted to tell the cops, but Bella's last words kept playing in my head. My brain was too numb to think of anything. Perhaps by then, I had resigned to my fate. My body was sweating profusely. I went into the bathroom to take my usual night shower. I screamed as blood came out of the shower head, like real blood. I draped my towel and ran to the bedroom. I called up Vivian, but her number was not reachable. I sat there, cold, covered in someone else's blood. My whole body was shivering. My brain went numb, unable to think of anything. Somehow, I gathered courage and picked up my phone. My heart was pounding so fast, I could feel my heartbeat without touching my chest. I dialed 911 and informed them of what had happened. They told me to stay calm and help would be sent soon. The word soon didn't sound so comforting. As I waited for the cops to arrive, I received a call from an unknown number. So, how does Bella smell? Now it's your turn, bitch. That evil laugh was too much for me. I fainted. As I opened my eyes, I found myself in a hospital bed. The police told me that my friend Bella had been found dead in her house. The killer was yet to be traced. They told me to call them up if I sensed something suspicious. It has been 10 days since this incident. I haven't stepped out of my house since then, nor have I taken a shower. Every night, I kept thinking about Bella and her lifeless body. I am sure I would meet the same fate as her, not by choice, but force.
Did you enjoy the first story?